As the saying goes, if you tell me your plan, you only have a few minutes to live. Plans are worthless. Intel is king. Gather intel. Any nation with a pair of eyes can do that. But to gather good intel, you need to be close, much too close for comfort. The 21st century may be all about stealth and cyber warfare, but the art of being in your enemy's face has not been lost. And there's no better way to do that than with an air superiority fighter, the best of which still happens to be America's legendary F-15 Eagle. And now the king is back with a new set of claws. Welcome to my channel. This is the newest version of the best air superiority fighter ever made, the F-15EX, also known as the Eagle II. This video is a quick look at this upcoming beast of a fighter. This platform might not be as stealthy as the F-22 or the F-35, but what it lacks in stealth, it makes up with sheer numbers of ordnance carried, range, and pure speed. And unlike its predecessors, the F-15EX is here today, not tomorrow, and you don't even need to assemble it. You can deploy it straight out of the box. Let's take a closer look, starting off with the most obvious feature of this aircraft, which is its paint scheme. Yes, it is a digital camouflage. While there aren't any official details on the colors used, we know that they were selected after extensive testing. So the color scheme can change depending on the environment this aircraft will be used in. We see a lot of gray and green hues. That means this plane was designed to be used against a mixed urban and natural background. You could say that this aircraft is invisible in places where it would be most needed. Moving inside, the cockpit is a familiar sight to anyone who has seen an F-15 before. Gone are the days of analog gauges. This jet is fully digital. All the systems are controlled via the giant touch screen in the middle of the cockpit. That massive screen shows the pilot pretty much everything he or she needs to know, including a wide array of sensor inputs. The Eagle is equipped with the in-app gated to AESA radar. This radar system gives the F-15EX unparalleled detection, ranging, and tracking capabilities. It's actually the same radar system found in the F-35C, so you know that it's gonna do a good job. But the best part about this radar is its range. It can track targets at distances greater than 400 kilometers. And if that's not enough, you can connect the F-15EX to the US Air Force's ground radars and use them to extend its range even further. So let's put those golden guns to work. Unlike the F-22 or the F-35, the F-15EX is built specifically to carry a massive amount of weaponry. On the exterior of the jet, we can count as many as 12 hardpoints, not counting the 2 air-to-air missiles and the usual launch rails under the wings. Depending on the mission, the F-15EX can carry as much as 13 tons of ordnance. That includes JDAMs, Sparrow missiles, infrared-guided munitions, Joint Direct Attack Munition-guided bombs, and the latest AMRAAMs. And according to Boeing, the manufacturer of this aircraft, the F-15EX can carry weapons that other stealth jets like the F-22 or the F-35 cannot. Those include the AG-183, a tactical hypersonic weapon system, aka the AETP, a weapon that's still in development, although it's expected to enter service by 2023. So the F-15EX can pack some serious heat. But it doesn't end there. If the mission calls for it, the F-15EX can even carry 2 extra AIM-9X sidewinders on the sides of the fuselage, right under the wings, which means it will have 4 air-to-air missiles ready for launch. There aren't many aircraft in the world that can match that kind of firepower. None of Russia's current fighters can do that. Not even the mighty Su-35 or the 5th-generation Su-57. If you want to get technical, the Su-57 does have 12 hardpoints. But it's such a small aircraft that it can't carry more than 7 tons of ordnance. The F-15EX can carry twice as much as the Russians can. The thing is, even though the Eagle II is almost double the weight of the F-22 Raptor, the lighter Raptor can fly faster. Its top speed is clocked at Mach 2.2, while the F-15EX can only manage Mach 2.05. However, it doesn't mean that the Eagle II is slow. In fact, it's very much capable of holding its own in a dogfight. As you've seen, the F-15EX is equipped with a massive APG-82 radar that gives it super long range, but it also comes with an M61 20mm Vulcan gun with 480 rounds of ammo. The F-15EX has the best of both worlds, range and firepower. The Eagle II will also have an extended combat radius over previous models of the F-15, and it will be able to stay airborne longer thanks to its dual engines. They aren't the latest and greatest engines available, but they're more than capable of getting the job done. We're talking about two Pratt & Whitney F-100 Puget 9 engines, each with more than 33,000 pounds of thrust. It's the same engine that powers the F-A-18 Super Hornet. Yes, you heard that right. The F-15X uses the same engine as the Super Hornet, except it's a twin-engine setup. Now, like I mentioned before, the reason why the F-15EX doesn't have the newest engine is because it is all about readiness, making sure that this fighter can be deployed as soon as possible. The Air Force currently operates more than 100 F-15s, but those aircraft are aging fast. Their average age is 35 years. The F-15EX solves that problem. It's essentially an F-15 Strike Eagle with upgraded engines, an upgraded radar, and room for even more weapons. It will use the same support infrastructure as older models. The same maintenance tools will be used. The same spare parts will fit both the old F-15s and the new ones. The same hangars will fit both versions of the jets. So there's really no reason for the Air Force to switch to something else. It's a no-brainer. If you think about it, the F-15EX is sort of a stopgap measure between now and when the 6th-generation next-generation air dominance fighter, aka NGAD, enters service. The F-15EX will ensure air superiority until the NGAD fighter can take its place. Speaking of the NGAD, the F-15EX will also be compatible with the uncrewed loyal Wingman drones that will be operated by the 6th-gen fighter. What this means is that two F-15EXs can operate as a team, coordinating their attacks and using the drones as force multipliers. The pilot of one aircraft could be flying the drone in real time, extending his or her own senses beyond the aircraft, looking at the battlefield through the eyes of the drone. This tactic will allow for a significant increase in the effectiveness of the to-ship formation. So the F-15EX is a capable platform. It's fast, agile, and it can pack a massive punch. And now we know that it will be able to communicate and coordinate with loyal Wingman drones. But how does it stack up against Russia's best fighter, the Su-57? Well, to be honest, it doesn't matter. The F-15X wasn't built to go against the Su-57. It's a U.S. fighter, and it's meant to fight against other U.S. adversaries. The truth is that the F-15X is so capable that it won't even need to engage Russian fighters head-on. It will strike first, and it will do so with overwhelming force. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and check out my page for more war machines. See you next time.